Hey, welcome back everyone, it's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. On this video, I want to show you the difference between these two. Remember, I did tell you that I will check everything in due time. We'll look at the console, we'll put them side by side, we're going to check the overheating on it. All of these videos will be done in coming days, in next coming 3 months. So I need your patience, okay? I need you to be patient. All the questions that you have will be answered, will be tested. Everything will be tested. Nothing will be left behind. And yes, here, let me take this sticker off. Right here. Right there. So you guys can get that out of the way. Okay, there it is. Alright, now in terms of the height. Here, let me measure it. In terms of height, I would say that Xbox One X, it's taller. It's a bit taller than the Xbox One S. It's a bit taller. Okay, so you can see that clearly here. That is a bit taller. Right here, you can see how tall it is. I think this angle would be the perfect example to show it to you, like that. And you will see that. You see how tall it is? See where my finger is right here? And then look right there. So you'll see how tall it is. It is really tall. Okay. That's because this part here is sticking out and also this part here is sticking out. And you can see exactly the difference. Okay, the Xbox One S, it's more thicker. Has that thickness to it. Here, it's not thick, but it's more like outlined, like PlayStation 2. The best way for me to explain how Xbox One X looks, it's like PlayStation 2. And I don't know if Microsoft was inspired by PlayStation 2 design. I think PlayStation 2 design is one of the best consoles design, in my opinion. So I think they went with that. And you'll see just how thick this thing is. Look just how thick it is, the S. And just look how thinner this side right here where it says Scorpio is. Let's see, compared to here, look, and then here. Now when you look at the entire width, let's hold it like this. Okay, so it's a bit wider. Okay, the Xbox One X, it's a bit wider, but that's because of this part here sticking out. Okay, all right, now let's put them not vertically, let's put them horizontally so we can see how they look horizontally. Okay, let's do that. All right, so here they are horizontally, and you can see right here that it's taller. Okay, the Xbox One X, it's a bit taller, and it's really noticeable right here. You can see just how tall it is. See, like right here. Let me get my camera a little bit closer. Not by much, but it's definitely taller. Okay, it's sticking up a little bit more. Okay. And it's just a little bit, let me see, a little bit wider. And also, you do notice that it has a little bit more of like more of width in terms of the space around the console. So I would say it's a bit taller. It's not thicker as the Xbox One S, but it's definitely taller and a little bit wider. Okay, two things I want to say. It's wider and taller. Okay, that's the best way for me to explain how it looks. At least to me, it looks a bit wider and a bit taller. That's the best way for me to... You see how grayish it is? See, I want to show you this. You see, this is the Project Scorpio edition. The original edition is just black. It's just matte finish black. This is a matte finish with gray, dark green, blue, and it really reflects the light. Glossy light from whatever it is that you're shining it on it. It's going to vibrate that light. And you can see just how... grayish it is when you look at it from this side. And that's what makes this console so unique. That's why this is a limited edition Project Scorpio. And you should definitely take advantage of this console. There is a little bit of finger magnet here. Like when you touch it, your fingers will be kind of kissed with it a little bit. They would be like printed out. The fingerprints will be printed out here. So make sure that you use some kind of a cloth like this. You know, you can use this kind of a cloth and just kind of clean it. All right. But there is going to be some fingerprints on this son of a bitch. All right. So. Okay, so let's put them back vertically again. Let's go through them. You see the fingerprints? You see the fingerprints? This shit is fingerprint magnet, okay? So just be warned. I do have to warn you about that. You see how tall it is? You can even see it here, you see? This is what I was trying to tell you. See how tall it is? And you see how smaller the height is on the Xbox One S? And look at the Xbox One X and just look how tall it is. Okay? You can even see it from here. Here's a great example even from here. Now let me show you how it looks from the back. Like right here from the back. Okay, let me bring this up a little bit closer like this. See, I would say it's a little bit, just a little bit wider. There's more fans. What I'm trying to say, there's more fans here. There's more opening for the hot air to be blown out because, you know, this thing's going to be taking a lot of heat because it has a lot of processing power in there, so it's going to need to blow that air somewhere, okay? Here, that's not the case because it's not that powerful of a console, so it doesn't need to blow that much of an air. But on the Xbox One X, you can definitely see that here. There's plenty of opening, and it really, really reminds me of PlayStation 2. I can't express just how much it reminds me of PlayStation 2. But it is definitely taller. What I want to say, it is definitely taller and wider. You see? That tower is definitely wider and taller. So, definitely taller and wider. There you have it. So, that's my impressions so far on comparison between these two consoles. And trust me, Scorpio, it is hell of a lot more heavier. This thing, it's hell of a lot more heavier than this thing right here. Because this thing packs a lot of power inside from transistors, chips, cooling, okay? So it's very, very heavy. They cramped a lot of stuff inside, including the hard drive and the Blu-ray drive 4K. So there's a lot of stuff inside this console. So therefore, it's going to be much heavier than opposite of the Xbox One S. So, yeah. It's a couple of things I can say to end this video. I would say Xbox One X, it's taller and wider. And definitely reminds me of PlayStation 2. I mean, when you look at it, it's like, honestly, this is more like an Xbox One from 2013, but smaller, slimmer version of 2013. This is definitely the PlayStation 2 style. Okay, if I was to put a PlayStation 2 logo here, it would be exactly as PlayStation 2. I cannot, and I'm not saying this to be some kind of a Sony fanboy, because I'm not, obviously, but it does reminds me of PlayStation 2, and that's cool. I like that. I like this kind of a look that reminds me of PlayStation 2. That's pretty cool, you know. All right, so I don't have any issues with the fact that it looks like a PlayStation 2. All right, and you see how grayish it is? You see that gray? When I shine the light, you can see it here. You see those dots, those grayish dots? That's what you get with the Project Scorpio edition, along with where it says Project Scorpio, and also same thing with the controller. You will see that here on the controller. You see, it has a little bit of that grayish around the grips, and it says Project Scorpio. Okay, but I recommend that you get Xbox One Elite controller if you can cash it out. That kind of money, $160, you know, that's 3 games. So I don't know if that's if you can get it cheaper somewhere, you know, $50 off during Black Friday, then go ahead with it, you know. But I wouldn't pay the full price for it. I mean, $160. So there you have it. Hopefully you guys like this video. There will be more videos coming tomorrow, and then Thursday night, and of course Friday. There'll be plenty of videos on Friday doing the tests. I'll show you how to transfer the files here from the Xbox One S into the Xbox One X. I'm gonna go through some of the setup features. All of this stuff will be coming in tomorrow. Okay, this is just the unboxing and cosmetics comparison between the two consoles. This is the first step. If I've gotten this console earlier, then we would be doing a bunch of videos on 4K and comparisons. But since I got it, you know, now there's only as much as I can do tonight. So you'll have to wait tomorrow, and then Thursday night, and then Friday for sure. Be a truckload of videos Friday. Okay. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked this video, and there you have it.